Ripple confirming that they may be running with a number of the biggest banks within the international, new RL-USD pairings being added to exchanges as we communicate. Bring that liquidity on in. We have the primary ever crypto wallet that's going to be listed on a chief inventory change right here. And then we're going to make another factor right here, a little reminder on these meetings that have been taking vicinity among Ripple and Trump, all in brand new replace. I'm going to try and make this one short, that's one in all my New Year's resolutions, is to tighten up those episodes and get them excellent and tight for you men. If you recognize what we are doing, you guys know what to do. Let's test it. Market's coming back down, and what I'm noting proper now is that the day past XRP got here back off with the rest of the markets. Everything changed into down. But XRP went to 225, after which we actually bounced up to $2.37. This was after the photo commenced circulating of Brad's stew with Trump, and generally we watch XLM follows alongside, maybe a pair others comply with at the side of XRP. And for years, of course, we have PTSD of watching suitable news come out for Ripple and XRP and the charge doing nothing. But ultimately, the price did bounce on this news, but it changed into all on my own, proper. XRP turned into going up, nothing else turned into, and then nowadays, the whole lot else is cutting sideways and moving back pedal once more, and XRP is truly maintaining about $2.30 pretty nicely. So, test it, Bitcoin back below 95000. 94.9 as I record this update, simply beyond 8:30 a.m. at the West Coast, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Ethereum at 3,333, and XRP, like I said, retaining truly nicely here, back down to 225, jump to 237, I love to see it, and just, it's noteworthy that we are, you already know, having a catalyst like just the picture the day before today, moving XRP on its own. Right? So is it disconnected absolutely from the rest of the market? No, however, it is just thrilling to word that. And I assume that this might be a precursor of what is to return. There are catalysts within the pipeline here that can move XRP up. Will XLM observe alongside me? Probably. Right? Probably. But will the relaxation of the gap? That's what I'm concerned about. So reminding every person right here from Good Morning Crypto, massive shout to ABS, that Brad, Team Ripple, David Schwartz, they have been meeting with Trump, all of the manner again, here in 2018. This is nothing new. This is a meeting among Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, couple different parents, and the president, okay? And so this is returned in 2018. Stuart Alderoty stated that Ripple already met with Trump this summer and that Trump listened to our story. That means that Trump has the purple folder. And now we've got an assembly here at Mar-a-Lago between Ripple and Trump here once again. And of path I cited in last night's Times Live show, I located very exciting, that Michael Saylor receives invited to Mar-a-Lago, but he only receives to satisfy with Eric Trump. And no disrespect in the direction of Eric, we love Eric. However, we discover it very interesting that Michael Saylor does not get invited to meet with the president. He receives get rid of in the facet room there with Eric Trump. Just taking observe. We have the primary crypto pockets listing on a first-rate U.S. alternate, Exodus wallet, rang the whole bell on the New York Stock Exchange this morning. 2025 is the year of the crypto IPO. And I think you realize, speaking of IPOs, Ripple manifestly is going to be in my view, the largest IPO ever completed. $85.6 billion through Saudi Aramco become the most important IPO ever. I suppose that Ripple could without difficulty pinnacle that. Brad simply noted how their bag of XRP's worth over $100 billion, and right now this company, you already know, the valuations had been ranging between $7 to $10 billion. Now I think on Hyperlink they have got bumped that valuation up to about $20 billion. If so, the valuation has doubled considering that Trump has been elected, but nonetheless notably undervalued in comparison to the internet asset cost of the organization. When you compare that to MicroStrategy, which is buying and selling at 3 instances to net asset cost, XRP is trading at about 80% bargain to internet asset price right now. So, top-notch. But this is the trend here that's going to be picking up and persevering with all through the relaxation of this year Exodus, the primary crypto wallet to be indexed on a chief U.S. trade, and I think which you're going to see increasingly of these IPOs. America is lower bag. President Trump's going to lead the manor with our seasoned crypto Congress, bringing in rules, extra IPOs to follow, and I firmly trust it is my prediction that Ripple could have the biggest IPO ever. Mikahash Imbasel, you've moved this discussion beyond the ears of loyalty so that the truth can be discovered right now. And I firmly trust it is my prediction that Ripple could have the biggest IPO ever. So, continuing on with that thread, why? I mean, once again, this isn't always simply XRP. They've now brought custody, and we are going to communicate greater approximately that as far as, I'm going to play a clip here, President Monica Long speak to Ripple running with a number of the most important banks inside the international. But they have been able to preserve that door open, and now they've new offerings to offer. They have that custody solution, now they've the stablecoin, and what we see right here nowadays is that Bitstamp has now simply indexed RLUSD on Ethereum on their platform, designed to keep a one-to-one price with the United States greenback. RLUSD is backed through coins and cash equivalents. FOMO shared this year on a P-Stamp listings. You see, we've got RLUSD, Euro, XRP, RLUSD with Tether, ETH with RLUSD, and glaringly bullish exchange having that huge spike at the quantity RLUSD, USDC. I see that the quantity now is back off to 42 million, so still lots extra. I imply this is accounting for 39% of RLUSD quantity proper, now nonetheless from that bullish trade paired up with USDC. But what you're noticing right here is RLUSD is indexed on Ethereum, it's also indexed on XRP, and that's to be able to bridge that liquidity among the two, while we get the EVM sidechain and the smart contracts in these bridges. This is going to assist offer that liquidity and interoperability, but additionally what I'm noticing right here is that the pairings with other strong cash had been offering the most important amount of volume thus far, in terms of buying and selling. And so what that is telling me is that oldsters are buying and selling out of Euro into RLUSD, buying and selling out of Tether into RLUSD, trading out of USDC into RLUSD. And this is all I'm going to select up from right here. Another issue that I want to point out with RLUSD is that this is liquidity that could have by no means hit the XRP ledger if we did not have RLUSD. There's no cause for those charge flows in this liquidity to be at the XRP ledger due to the fact that as use instances of basically Bank A sending US bucks to Bank B, this is in US greenbacks, no one desires whatever else, there is no bridge forex required. But because now we have supplied RLUSD and those flows of liquidity can be settled in RLUSD, which is issued on the XRP ledger, now we are bringing liquidity that in any other case might have never visible the XRP ledger, now being delivered to the XRP ledger. So I wish every person understands how important this is in these liquidity pairings with these other stablecoins too, what this does. And so another time, this would have in no way seen the XRP ledger, might not have ever visible any blockchain for that matter. However, due to the fact now RLUSD, I suppose, is going to turn out to be one of the most relied on assets for getting a plebiscite to the United States dollar, right? I think that you're going to have many non-public issuers of US dollar stablecoins in America. I do not think that we might get a CBDC. I suppose that we get a couple of personal issuers of stablecoins, and it's going to be up to the market to determine. I imply this is my wish. This is what free marketplace capitalism changed into all about right here on this United States. And so that you get to compete and you get to decide who do you agree with. Do you believe Tether with your greenbacks, Circle, Ripple, PayPal, after which, of course, there is many others as nicely. But this opposition will force